Elderberry syrup is an amazing herbal powerhouse to keep the sickness away. And it's certainly more sustainable and trustworthy than most of the stuff you see on local drugstore shelves. But how do you know when it's the right time to take things like elderberry syrup and other natural remedies when you're sick? Well, I can tell you this, it's certainly not all of the time or every day. I hear this frequently on the old social medias and in my DMs. I love elderberry syrup. I take it every day. And in this video, I'm going to share with you why you should not be taking elderberry syrup every day so that you can use this immune boosting herbal powerhouse in the most safe and effective way. So if you love learning about using plants as medicine safely and effectively, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and then you'll be in the know each time I create a new video for you. So it's no secret, at least in my world, that elderberries and their oh so popular syrup are absolutely amazing when it comes to keeping yourself and your family healthy and well. In fact, elderberries have been proven to fight over 10 different flu viruses. And it's even amazing when it comes time to need to kick the sickness with a quickness. There have been some excellent studies showing that elderberries can actually shorten the duration of colds and flu from 6 to 8 days all the way down to just 2 to 3 days. And I don't know about you, but that's mighty enticing to me because I don't have time to be sick. I mean, come on, who really does? So basically, what these powerhouse immune boosting berries do is they strengthen your cell walls so that pathogens or the foreign invaders that are trying to get you sick cannot penetrate the healthy cell walls and actually infect you. Well, at least not as easily. They also stimulate the release of cytokines, which are basically these little chemical protein messengers that are released by your immune cells to go out and shout it to the rest of your immune army that there are bad guys trying to attack your body, and it's time to get ready to fight them. So they pretty much exist just to alert your immune system that, hey, it's time to wake up and get to work. They really do a lot to activate and improve your immune system's ability to function. I could really do a whole video on that alone, but instead I want to talk to you about why you don't want to take elderberry syrup or its other immune stimulating herbal friends on a daily basis. And part of it is because they are indeed immune stimulants. So think of it this way. An immune stimulant exists to wake up your immune system, to keep it ready to be activated so that it can work with a quickness right when it needs to. Kind of like when we drink coffee, which is a nervine stimulant. We drink it to wake up our brain in hopes to make it more alert so that we can make it through the day, right? So now think about what happens to you and your brain and your whole body when you drink too much caffeine all day long, or if you just have it too late in the day. Well, you might have a hard time sleeping, right? Or if you're like me, you get really, really jittery and your brain can't function well because it's in this artificial state of hyper awareness that's really just backfiring, and ultimately for me, it keeps me from getting any kind of productive work done. Now, let's put that into play with your immune system. Imagine that your immune cells are on high alert all of the time. Like, what are they supposed to do when there's actually a foreign invader trying to attack your body? Are they going to attack them all dizzy and spun out from excessive stimulation like your brain might feel with way too much coffee? Heck to the no, they won't. Well, at least they're not gonna do it very well, because your immune system cells, and as I like to call it, your immune army, are straight beat. They're exhausted and they can't do their job to their best potential. Just like you probably don't do your job well when you don't sleep enough, or when your brain is spun out from excessive caffeine or whatever stimulant you may have chosen. So when I say this about elderberries, I mean it for the other popular immune stimulants too, like Echinacea. You see, immune stimulant herbs have a job. And their job is to help your body resist infection during the beginning stages of an illness or potential infection. And they're also helpful throughout the duration of an illness. So what they do is stimulate white blood cell activity. And they're typically taken for a short time to address an acute illness and infection. They're also helpful during times that people around you may be getting sick, or maybe you're about to travel, or back to school season, times like that. I love to take Echinacea and elderberry syrup when I know everybody around me is starting to get sick, or if I'm gonna hop on a plane, because immune stimulants are quick to act. And again, they increase white blood cell proliferation and activation. But their effect is also very short-lived, which simply means that you'll need to take more of them more frequently during the acute illness phase to keep them working well. And if you're taking immune stimulants a bit late, like as in you're already sick, you may see your symptoms actually increase before you start feeling better. And this is because they are definitely stimulating your immune system. And that means they're doing their job, fighting off the infection, which can show up as more mucus, a greater fever, things like that. We dive a lot deeper into all of this stuff, like which herb to take when, how it works with your body, and why you want to take certain herbs at certain times versus other times, all inside of my Herbs for Immune Health program, so that you can really become knowledgeable and confident when it comes time to choosing and growing and making the right herbal remedies in a safe and effective way for yourself and for your family, because it's a complex subject and it's such an important one to navigate and get comfortable with, because we really need to get back to the days where there's an herbalist in every home again. Am I right? Anyway, immune stimulants, they're amazing. And there's a proper time and place to take them for them to have the most beneficial effects on you and your body. And it's not every day. Let your immune system rest and recuperate when it can. Its job is already hard enough, Oh, and one thing to keep in mind, if you have an autoimmune disorder, you may want to be more conscious and aware when taking immune stimulating herbs, because immune stimulants can potentially increase autoimmunity, as they do stimulate the immune system, which can inspire those immune cells to attack each other even more. This isn't to say that it's guaranteed to happen. In fact, it's more the exception that this happens than a general rule. But since so many people are suffering from autoimmune disorders, I felt it's really important to talk about this here in this video. So, if you're someone that is looking for a bit of a boost to the immune system, or you want to start making your own elderberry syrup at a tiny fraction of the cost of what you can grab on store shelves, I want to encourage you to check out my Mountain Mel's DIY elderberry syrup kit. It's right here. You can grab it at mountainmels.com. It is so easy. You basically just pour it into boiling water, let it simmer for 20 to 30 minutes, strain it, add some local raw honey, and then store it in the fridge in a jar. It's super yummy, and you might end up with so much syrup that you're gonna save a ton of money compared to what you get in the tiny bottles on the store shelves, and you can freeze it into little ice cubes. And if you're a tea person, you'll definitely want to check out my immunity blend because it is also the jam. I'm going to link to both of those in the notes below this video. Okay, so one thing to remember is that not all herbs work the same way for you as they do for your neighbor or even your closest family member, because you are unique. Your symptoms are unique, and the ways in which the herbs work with each of you are unique. So we're basically all a bunch of precious unicorns. Okay, maybe that's a bit much, but I really just wanted to say that immune stimulants like Echinacea and elderberry are not best taken every day. Let your immune system chill for a bit so that when you really need it, it can stand up and fight in the greatest of ways. So, if you found this video to be helpful, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and share it with your friends so that together we can make herbalism spread like wildflowers. And one more thing. If you'd like to dive a bit deeper and then learn more about immune supporting plant medicines and how you can make them really tasty and how you can make them really effective, I want to invite you to a free workshop that I'm hosting. And it's all about some of the secrets that the drug company guys don't want you to know about and what you can start doing today to take your health back into your own hands with the plants that are all around you. I'm gonna link to the free training below in this video, and I can't wait to see you inside of that workshop and in the next video right here. See you later.